everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A Boys Basketball Quarterfinals. Tonight, the number 3 seeded Cardinals host the number 6 seed Anoka Tornadoes. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro sidelines, and Howie, very exciting first home playoff game for this boys basketball program in 19 seasons.
I'm like a kid in a candy store. I haven't slept in 2 days. I am so excited for this contest. It's going to be a lot of fun, and certainly the Cardinals have earned this spot as the number 3 seed. They've playing a team in Anoka who, as you mentioned, they split the season with, and this is an opportunity for them to get that win on their home court and try and move on in this section play.
Yeah, kind of an interesting matchup because obviously two conference foes. They did split the season series, each team winning on the road. So Cardinals have the home floor, but it wasn't good to them last time these two teams met here.
Yeah, and don't look at the records necessarily. I think the Cardinals playing a little better ball than they did in that first meeting here against Anoka. They've got a really nice flow. They have a good rotation. Their depth is really good. This Anoka team, they're good as well. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, and the Tornadoes come in with some size and some ability to score down low, and the Cardinals are going to be challenged underneath.
6'8" Jacob Phipps. He's a good ball player. He's only averaging 10 points on the season, but again, Coon Rapids, 16 points a game and 11 boards. He is a monster underneath, and Coach O'Gork knows that they've got to really keep him in check tonight.
Well, and the Cardinals may not have quite that much size, but they have a guy underneath that has been Mr. Everything for them throughout the season and really Mr. Double-Double down the stretch of the season. That's Tyrion Johnson.
Yeah, second in scoring, first in rebounds, first in assists for this club, also averaging 16 points on the season and 16 points against Anoka. He feels that he can take somebody off the dribble. He has an opportunity to go to the basket. We're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, and the Cardinals just driven right now. They coming off a season last year where they only had 3 victories. This year they get 12 wins, finished 12-14. And looking at the section bracket, they know that they split the season series with this Anoka team. They split the season series with the Blaine team that is ranked number 2, and they beat the number 1 seed in Forest Lake back in the season opener in a dramatic 1-point game. And what's important to notice, I think, about those two splits with Anoka and Blaine is Coon Rapids lost the first time, beat them both the second time around.
Yeah, that's going to mean a lot here tonight. And obviously, it's one game at a time. You have to get past Anoka before you can move on. But if you do get past that first round, you're on a neutral court. So neither team's going to have an advantage, and I like that for the Cardinals.
Cardinals trying to win their first section game in about 7 seasons. They hope that the Anoka Tornadoes are going to be done after tonight. The Cardinals and Tornadoes take the floor next on CTN.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, just about ready to get this one underway. Cardinals and the Tornadoes trying to make their way to next week's section semifinal. Take a look at your brackets before we get going. There it is, number 1 seed Forest Lake. It's Cambridge Isandi tonight. St. Francis had to make the trip north to take on the 4th seeded Greyhounds from Duluth East. Blaine gets the number 2 seed and taking on Andover tonight. Coon Rapids, the number 3, obviously getting Anoka. And the team's ready to take the court, and a little bit of a change from when we saw the Tornadoes earlier in the year in the meeting here at Roger E. Carlson. Isaiah Browdy making the start here. Yep. For the Tornadoes, and we saw him as a big spark plug for Anoka off the bench last time we saw these two teams meet. And if you remember, Cardinals up by 10 in that second half and saw that lead evaporate. I think Prouty led the comeback as they come back to get the win. There's the rest of the starters. Micah Madian, Addison Ostendorf, Josh Larson, and Jacob Phipps. For the Cardinals, it's Brandon Pratt, Dial Lawal, Tyrion Johnson, Lionel Warner, and Sam Carver. Anoka wins the tip and has the opening possession. They'll set up in the offensive end.
You know, one thing Coach Jeff Wall said is
Mannion in the corner.
We're concerned with the Cardinals' defense, and that's something we have to try and do. We got to move the ball in the middle. We don't want to keep it out to the wings. We want to move it inside.
Well, right now, just working the perimeter, trying to find a way to get it into their big man underneath. And as we've talked about all season, the Cardinals very good in the 1-3-1, and that makes it very hard to find a way to get it inside. Now they toss it over the top. Warner got a piece of it. Getting it back was Phipps. He missed both chances. Lawal comes away with it, and Pratt will bring it across midcourt for the first offensive possession of the Cardinals night. Johnson trying to force it underneath and will get it over to Brandon Pratt in the corner instead. Lawal left side.
You know, how important it is to have Dial Lawal back in the lineup. He missed a number of games with an injury. Really a key contributor here as it comes down the stretch.
Johnson pushes it back out in the corner. Lawal, little pump fake, looking for room on the baseline. Can't find it out. Carver for three. That's well off the mark, and Prouty has the rebound.
Sam has been pretty efficient from the outside, especially beyond the arc, shooting 42% as of late.
Warner got a piece of that pass, but they're able to recover. Ostendorf back to Mannion. Mannion up top to Larson and around to Prouty. Prouty trying to get to the lane, dumps it underneath. A basket and a foul for Phipps. And he's got a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they want to do. They want to work it down low to their big 6'8" post player. You see a nice little dish from Prouty and a little reverse layup, and the opportunity, as you mentioned, for a three-point play.
Yeah, Prouty a fun player to watch. Yep. And Phipps makes it look easy from the charity stripe. A 3-0 lead for the Tornadoes, and the Cardinals a chance to respond now as Brandon Pratt brings it up court. Ostendorf got a piece of that pass. It's tipped back to Pratt. Carver into the corner. Warner trying to get around and can't. Prouty defended him well. Mannion has the rebound, and now Prouty will look up court for the Tornadoes.
Prouty forced Warner to change his shot.
Ostendorf from the corner for three. That's off the mark. Johnson picks up the long rebound and will slow it down when he gets into the front court. Carver back up top to Pratt. And a foul away from the ball. It's going to go, I think, against... No, it's going to go against Larson.
Yep.
I thought it was going to go against Prouty, but they're going to call him for the foul on Warner underneath. The inbound goes to Warner. He's fouled.
Larson again, I think. Yeah,
it is two quick fouls on Josh Larson.
That's huge. You know, Josh Larson, he's the guy we ISO'd in the first contest, and he's been playing well. He's the leading scorer. Had dropped 39 points in their last game. He's definitely a scorer. Two early fouls, huge for the Cardinals.
Carver gets it up top to the wall. Cardinals taking their time. Carver gets around Phipps. The basket. He stepped on the line.
You're going to see him trying to gain the baseline, and must have been that back heel.
Pass deflected. Mannion able to get it back. Prouty cross court. Ostendorf steps in. A high arcing shot won't fall. The wall the rebound. Coach O wants his squad to run. Well, and it's interesting to see how hesitant they are to do so. That's when they have had the most success this season. Warner's three-pointer in and out. The rebound by Ostendorf.
The Cardinals a little bit cold from the field early on.
Well, and that's when I think they've had their most success, is when they're able to open up and run with the ball. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism in the Cardinals lineup. Larson will take the three, and he nails it, and it's a 6-0 lead for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, Anoka coming out, hitting a couple of opportunities. The three and the bucket with the foul for a three-point opportunity to lead to 6-0. And
Lionel Warner poked away by Prouty, and he'll track it down back in the backcourt. Carver in the corner thought about this shot. Instead, up top to Pratt. Tyrion Johnson putting it on the floor, working against Larson. And now we'll give it up to Pratt. The Cardinals just not finding what they want. Johnson underneath, can't get it to go. Well defended by Larson. Phipps the rebound. And the Tornadoes into the front court. And I think if they're able to score on this possession, we'll see an early timeout from the Cardinals. Nice steal by Pratt on the run. We'll take it to the hole. And of course, Larson is going to let him go. Already saddled with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and again, that's a spark for the Cardinals. They needed a bucket. Obviously, a little cold from the field to start early on.
Drive by Ostendorf with the left hand, won't go. Lawal the rebound, gets it up court quickly for Johnson. Underneath, Carver takes it up, blocked away by Phipps. Ostendorf recovers along the baseline.
Carver got in a little bit too close, and against that 6'8" player with that big reach, Sam couldn't get a shot off without the block.
Ostendorf backs into the corner, up top for Madden. Steal by Johnson over the top for Warner. Warner kind of lost the handle as he went up. He got it back. He takes it in and he scores, and it's back to a 2-point game.
Yeah, nice job by Lionel Warner just to stay with it. Realized, didn't like that first shot, but stayed with the basketball, able to score and cut the lead to 2.
A large Cardinal fan base just looking for reasons to get into this game. The miss, the rebound by Carver. Johnson on the run will take it to the hole, and we're tied at 6.
Now, just as quickly as Anoka jumped out to that 6-0 lead, Cardinals able to cut into the lead and tie it at 6. Of course, that pressure defense.
Pratt nearly had another steal. Prouty gets it back, tried to push it underneath. It's taken away. Johnson running around Larson, gets the roll, and the Cardinals have their first lead.
Timeout, Anoka.
And now the timeout goes the other way. How quickly things change. Just talking about probably an early timeout for the Cardinals had Anoka been able to score on that possession and take an 8-0 lead. Instead, Pratt gets the steal. Then they get a couple of fast break baskets. That's what this team has done so successfully, is run. They've got the athletes, and when they get guys back on their heels, they're tough to stop.
Yeah, they've changed the tenor of the game so quickly, and you look at what they do, and they've been doing it best. And really, defense turnovers have led to those fast break points. Last time these two teams played, they turned over Anoka 23 times. That's what Coach O and his squad is looking to do again here tonight, is turnover and then turn those turnovers into points.
Well, Howie, we're not quite sure exactly what's going to happen with Sports Night next week. It will depend a bit on the outcome of this evening's contest.
No pressure.
But boys basketball, the only program remaining in action for Coon Rapids in the winter season.
Yeah, only show in town right now.
So the next Sports Night most likely will be all basketball. Warner gets in the lane, gets the steal, and gets the foul on Prouty. A relatively hard foul, but Prouty definitely not going to let him have the basket easy.
You're going to see it again, another turnover on the Tornadoes. And Prouty, for being the shorter player, got up there pretty well and blocked that opportunity, but blocked it with his body.
Yeah, I don't know that he got the ball. But
I don't think he got the ball. He blocked it with his body.
Going to make Warner earn him. He hits the first. And able to get the roll on the second to give Coon Rapids a 10-6 lead.
And you're going to see, again, pressure by the Cardinal defense, forcing Anoka to pressure take the ball up the court.
An interesting, Anoka made its first substitution, putting Joseph Los on the floor. He's on the right side. He gives it back to Larson. Coon Rapids we're ready to put Marcel Winston on the floor. He came to the scorer's table, but after the timeout, stayed on the bench. Big block by Tyle Lawal on Prouty. Other end, Tyrion with some handles. Can't get the shot to fall. Knocked it away. It's out of bounds. And it'll be Coon Rapids ball. It goes out off of Prouty. Very well defended by Tyrion Johnson.
Coach Wall doesn't agree with it. He's trying to plead to the other official, but that official was further down court. I don't think he saw exactly the apple. We'll take another look at it here. We have the advantage of replay.
No question.
Oh, yeah, went off his knee.
No question.
Yep.
Right call.
Good call.
Not Pete Larkin. Warner is fouled, going to the lane. He'll shoot 2. Taking a couple of hard falls, and he's a little limping a little bit as he comes away. That's a hard body foul on Phipps.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a tender knee right now too, so you know, he's playing with that, but not stopping his opportunities at the line.
Can't get the second one to fall. The rebound by Phipps.
Warner has 5 points here with a little less than 11 minutes remaining in the opening half.
Lowe's cross. Madyon in the corner, steps in. That I think was supposed to be a pass. It certainly was. If it was a shot, it was not a pretty one.
No, it was not.
And it didn't come anywhere near, and Coon Rapids will reset on offense.
Well, Madyon, he's been inserted in the starting lineup recently. He's just a sophomore, but playing really well, according to Coach Wall.
Warner in the paint, can't get it to fall. A second chance won't go. Phipps able to get the rebound. And now Los stared down by Tyrion Johnson, throws it across for Larson.
Oh.
Warner gets into the lane, gets another steal. Behind the back, takes it in and scores.
Just a nice job, anticipation of where that pass was going.
And another timeout for Anoka. 10:09 to play first half.
13-0 run for Coon Rapids. Anoka jumped out to that 6-0 lead, but it's been all Cardinals after that. Much to the happiness of this big crowd, as everybody across the way from us doing a little excitement, a little dance over there. Maybe you and I ought to try that.
And again, it's a large Cardinal fan base just looking for reasons to get loud. And I've got to say, it's not even close. The stands on this side, on the parent side, much larger than on the fan side. A great fan base in the house tonight. And the Cardinals getting the defense going. The steals leading to the offense. It's a great job on that play by Warner to just stick with it, come back and get the basket.
Just quick hands.
Taking advantage. That was kind of a mistake on the Tornadoes. But taking advantage, that's what you talk about. Taking advantage of your opponent's mistakes. Cardinals able to do that over the last couple of minutes. That pass batted away out of play by Brandon Pratt.
Well, and you talk about that, the turnover leading to points, and one of the things that Coach Ogorek stressed was we have to finish. In that first game against Anoka, probably one of their second worst shooting night of the season, and they didn't finish.
Well, they had a number of opportunities in close, too.
Yep.
Larson thought about the shot, tries to drive instead against Carver. Tipped home by Phipps, and that will end the run.
And that's what you get. You have a 6'8" post player for Anoka, and he's able to go up top and tip that miss in. And Anoka needed that basket.
Johnson driving, finds a way inside and scores.
Well, smartly he's going at Larson. So Larson has to be concerned defensively with those two personals that he can't pick up a third here early on in the first half.
And the Tornadoes need to be concerned as well, because he's a big part of their scoring.
Yes.
And they can't have that spending the majority of the first half on the bench. Can't get that to go. Phipps' tip won't fall either. Carver the rebound down court. Warner, what a move to come back. And he got the foul. Will go to the line and shoot 2. What a great delay by Lionel Warner. We've talked about it all year. His athleticism and his body control make him so dangerous.
No question. He's able to adjust midair.
Just stopped on a dime. Unfortunately, that's his second straight miss from the free throw line. And 3 straight misses. Johnson battling for it, but Phipps comes up with the rebound. The Tornadoes come across mid-stripe with Joe Loesch. Larson back out to Ostendorf. Los from the right side. Three-pointer won't go. Warner the rebound. Pratt will bring it up, and Johnson on the left side. And they just left him a lane. He can't get the reverse to fall. Good challenge by Phipps. As I think Tyrion was a little surprised to see there was no defense in front of him.
Yeah,
but a good recovery by Phipps to make him alter his shot.
Well, and they have to tighten that up through the Tornadoes. They can't allow that.
Larson will score underneath.
And almost a reach in on Warner. Fortunately, they didn't blow the whistle. Leads at 5 for the Cardinals.
8:15 remaining here in the first half. Warner an open look for 3. That won't go. Phipps has the rebound, and Ostendorf will bring it up court for Anoka. Cross court for Sieben. Larson at the top of the key. Ostendorf and Los with an open look for 3. That's going to go in and out. Tipped around and finally controlled by the Cardinals. Johnson on the run. Goes right around Larson and misses the basket. Rebound controlled by Los. Los into the front court. Spins away from Pratt. Larson at the top of the key. Leaves it off for Ostendorf. Sieben ducks between a couple of Cardinals. His pass can't get fed through to Larson, and the Cardinals get another steal. High pass to Warner in the corner, drives baseline, drops it in, plus the foul, and that's going to be number 3 on Josh Larson.
Yeah, and that's huge, and he's going to probably have to come out of this ball game, and that's huge. You see it again, just a nice quick move from Warner, the little soft roll.
Yeah, he definitely left his feet there at the end. He got there, he got in position, but then kind of flinched as Warner was coming at him. That'll get him the foul. It's number 3 on him, number 6 on the Tornadoes. Omar checks in to take his place. And Warner misses the extra opportunity. And a turnover back to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Omar Zubir just came into the game, threw that one away. Cardinals with a 7-point lead and the basketball. 7 minutes remaining.
Pratt working against Sieben, hands it off for Dial the wall. Warner makes his way around the basket and a foul on Phipps.
That'll be 2 on Phipps. And Lionel just doing a great job. Watch the move behind the back. And he kept his dribble.
Prouty and then just keeps the ball away, uses his body to shield the ball, gets the contact, and scores off the glass.
So Phipps with 2 and Larson with 3 personals, both on the bench.
And this time he's able to complete the 3-point play, push it to a 10-point lead. And the Cardinals will take the lead with just under 7 minutes remaining. And it looks like we will now see them make their first substitution over 11 minutes into the contest.
Yeah, Marcel Winston looks like he's going to check into the ballgame. You talked about him earlier. And then Anoka took that timeout, so they kept him on the bench. Stand's starting to fill up a little bit more. They pulled out the bleachers to the left of us, that far end of the court.
Well, and I notice a lot of athletes from different programs, a lot of coaches from throughout the high school here, and that's a great thing to see.
No question.
Supporting your teams, especially now that no one else is currently in season, and you have a home playoff game. Great to see the fellow athletes coming out to support and cheer on the boys basketball squad.
It's the way it should be.
Not sure what the confusion
I'm not
here
either.
was.
A violation? Book violation. on Coon Rapids.
And that's going to be a technical foul. And they'll put Joe Loesch at the free throw line to get a couple of freebies and the ball.
There you saw head coach Jeff Wald at Anoka Tornadoes.
Loesch able to roll the first one home. And he's able to get the roll on both. Little jawing during the technical foul shooting between Isaiah Prouty and Lionel Warner, and Warner says, look at the scoreboard. Of course, it doesn't matter what the scoreboard reads now. It matters what happens when 25 more minutes of basketball have been played. The Cardinals lost a big lead to these Tornadoes in the earlier season meeting. Sieben thought about this shot, steps in, will take the 17-footer. It's off the mark. Winston the rebound for the Cardinals, and he wants to run. Long pass, too far. He followed, he got his own. They're going to call him for the offensive foul.
Yeah, he was looking for a little bit too much mustard on that pass.
Well, you talk about nerves. You get into a section game.
They just got on the court.
Just got on the court. He was trying to get that to Carver behind the defense, put a little too much on it. Brandon Pratt flying into the passing lane, tipping that one away to get the steal. Johnson's pass deflected. Prouty will come away with it. Prouty on the run. Underneath. And a free throw opportunity for Paul Lombard.
They call that on Pratt. Yeah. That'll be his first, team fourth. Of course, the Cardinals in the bonus situation, 7 personals on the Tornadoes here.
Lombard hard off the back iron. Brandon Pratt will check out, replaced by Marcus Rask.
Yeah, Brandon's had a nice first half defensively for sure.
Couple of big steals that have helped the Cardinals in transition. 2 misses by Lombard and the rebound by Marcel Winston. Tyrion Johnson out near midcourt, guarded there by Jack Hetrick. Into the corner, Rask for 3. That's well off the mark, and the rebound by Loesch.
Yeah, Rask fresh off the bench as well, looking for that 3.
Lombard dumps it down underneath. And a travel by Hetrick, double dribble by Hetrick will turn the ball back over.
Yeah, again, good pressure defensively, forcing Hetrick to double dribble.
They're not going to leave Phipps on the bench for long, even with the 2 fouls. The big man will come back on the floor for the Tornadoes. 5:20 remaining here in the first half. Coon Rapids with that 8-point lead at 20-12. Down low it goes. Carver turns and scores.
Sam's first bucket puts the lead back to 10 for the Cardinals.
15-footer is good for Jack Hetrick.
Oh, just a soft little pass into Hetrick, and he's left alone.
Carver on the left wing, up top for Lionel Warner. Wanted to get it into Tyrion. Now Winston's pass tipped and taken away by Prouty. Prouty on the run. He gets the foul. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
It's going to be on Warner. It's going to be his second.
He'll shoot 2. Foul is gone on number 12, Lionel Warner.
And I would, we'll see if Lawal's coming in. Looks like he's coming in as well as Pratt. We'll see if Lionel comes out with his 2 personal just to protect him for the rest of the half, or at least from Winston also coming in. Lawal and Pratt back in the lineup.
12 points for number 12 in this first half for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, we talked about deep bench for this team.
Prouty able to hit the second.
Fairly deep anyway.
His first points of the game. Driving is Warner, kicks it out. Wall in the corner, up top for Pratt. Pratt will drive around Prouty. Ball stripped out of bounds. It'll be Coon Rapids basketball. No, they're going to discuss.
I don't know. I'd like to see the replay on that.
I thought that was a pretty. I did not think it went back off of him, but
we'll take a little look. May have. It's a tough call.
I think he bobbled it a little bit.
Yeah,
They still had contact.
Yeah, tough
after.
call.
Oh, and a push on Carver. Down low as they tried to get it into John Wahlberg. Foul number 6 on the Cardinals. 4:13 to play here first half.
Yeah, Carver's first.
Three-pointer is good for Ostendorf.
That was big. That cuts
it's back to a 4-point lead. Carver to respond from the corner, can't get it to fall. Phipps the rebound. Prouty will slow things down. Double team comes, gets it to Ostendorf. Ostendorf on the left side. Sieben down low is bobbled. Phipps will get the putback, and the Tornadoes back within 2.
Well, Anoka has to feel pretty good about this situation. Down by 10, it looked like Coon Rapids was going to control this game, but you never count a team out in this conference, in this section.
Foul away from the ball is going to go against Isaiah Prouty, and it will put Brandon Pratt at the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
That'll be his first, team's 8th.
Oh, no, they're going to call it against John Wahlberg. Pratt hits the first, earns the second. Silence, fouls over the crowd. Pratt rattles the second one home as well. 24-20. A little less than 3.5 to play here in the first. Auburn able to keep possession of that as Pratt nearly batted it away. Sieben down low. Phipps along the baseline working against Johnson. A little fadeaway won't fall. Got his own rebound. That one won't go. Ostendorf at the back door, able to put it home on the third chance.
Yeah, really nice effort offensively for the Tornadoes. Able to get those couple of misses and stick with it to put it back in. Keep this lead close. 2-point lead for the Cardinals.
Pass tipped away out of bounds by Los. Johnson trying to get around Phipps, kicks it out up top to Rasp. Left side now for Brandon Pratt. Johnson to the wall on the right side. Carver and now Rasp thought about the shot, and now the wall will take the 3, and that's in and out. Phipps the rebound.
Yeah, nice positioning. They got the ball to him on the perimeter, and it just rattled in and out.
A little fake by Los. Out to Prouty, steps inside. I think Rasp got a piece of that shot. Quickly down court to Pratt, leaves it for Carver, and he'll score.
Nice dish from Rasp to Carver. 4-point lead for Coon Rapids.
A little less than 2 minutes remaining now in the first half. Wahlberg, the 17-footer, is good. Johnson, left side for Brandon Pratt. Up top, Marcus Rask. Right side for Lawal. Cardinals working the perimeter. Johnson driving baseline. Got it back after the block. Kicks it out to Pratt. Lawal wants the 3. That won't go. Phipps has the rebound. Los on the left side, high post, and the foul's going to go against Pratt as he got a piece of Phipps on the jump shot.
That'll be his second personal, team's 7th.
1:03 on the clock, an opportunity for Jacob Phipps to tie this game up from the free throw line.
Marcel Winston back in for Coon Rapids.
Well, after the slow start, the Cardinals took off and they got the big lead. The crowd just starting to get into it. And now the momentum has swung back to the visiting bench as the Tornadoes have clawed back to tie it here with 1 minute remaining in the first. Winston to Johnson in the corner. Johnson wants to get to the paint. His pass tipped, but got through the Rask. On the baseline, the little floater is good.
Nice job by Marcus to get past that first wave of the defense, and as you mentioned, the soft little floater finds its way home.
Los left side, up top to Prouty. Driving against Johnson and the foul on Rask, and I disagree.
I don't think
with the official who was behind the play, and I don't think had a very good angle on it.
agree.
I thought Prouty just lost the handle on that ball. But you can't argue with the man in stripes.
Well, we can. It just won't do us any good.
Oh, yeah,
he did get a piece of him. He did lose the handle on the ball, but he did get a piece of him.
I thought he lost the handle before that.
Before that, yeah, I agree.
Foul is called, and now Prouty an opportunity to tie it, but misses the front end of the one-on-one. Tracks down his own rebound, and the Tornadoes an opportunity on offense again. High post, kicked out left side. Low steps in. His jump shot will not fall. Rask skies, gets the rebound. 10 seconds left. Down court to Winston. Winston looking for some help. Gets it to Tyrion Johnson. Johnson will get a foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
I tried to go up and underneath.
Wahlberg called for the foul. Or Lombard, rather.
Lombard, yeah.
Johnson trying to push it back to a 4-point lead. Second chance won't go. Got his own rebound. Throws it up, and the buzzer sounds before it falls. And the Cardinals will have a 3-point lead going to the locker room. We're going to take a short break, get a word with Coach O on that first half right after this. You're watching Section 7 4A quarterfinal action on CTN.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson's Fieldhouse, where you're watching CTN's presentation of boys high school section basketball. We're at the break, 29-26 lead for Coon Rapids. I'm here with head coach Mike Agoric from the Cardinals. Coach, they got off to a 6-point lead. You went on a 13-point run. Defensively, I thought you played well, but you let them back in the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, when we've played Anoka this year, all 3 games really have been a game of runs. So, I mean, we're not surprised. You know, we went on a run. We knew they were going to counterpunch. They counterpunch. They hit some nice shots. You know, they've hit a couple of these mid-range looks. And, you know, we just got to tighten things up. We got to tighten things up on the boards. We know it's a big thing. We got to keep Phipps off the glass. We know that he's just been too active on the glass right now. We got to clean that up.
Larson in foul trouble in that first half, so I'm sure you guys think about coming after him, trying to pick up that quick fourth.
Why would I tell you? we know last game he got into foul trouble. We're able to attack him. So, I mean, you know, he's a smart player. He's going to play smart. Coach Wall's a smart coach. He's going to put him in spots to keep him active. But, yeah, if we have the opportunity, we know we got to be assertive against him or anyone for that matter.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. We'll be back to stats and highlights from the first half right after this.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, we've got a pressure cooker going through the first half. Coon Rapids able to get out to a 10-point lead for a short period, but Anoka able to respond, and as Coach O talked about, these are games, all three meetings already turning out to be games of runs.
Well, no question about it, and that's some of the things they'll adjust at the break and in terms of starting that. And apparently I asked him a question that he wasn't going to give me the answer to, so I better make sure I do it better the next time. But no doubt about it. I mean, this is a team that can go on runs, and they have to feel good. Obviously, they have to lead. They have the lead, but they let them back in the game.
Well, and that's what happened the last time we saw these two teams play here on CTN. Coon Rapids had a healthy 10-point lead in the second half, and Anoka was able to get the momentum down the stretch and come away with the victory in that one. Cardinals have to be better defensively. They did some great jobs getting into passing lanes, especially during that 13-0 run that put him in control for most of that first half. Lionel Warner, very impressive start to his night. He's got a dozen before leaving with a couple of fouls, and they need him to continue to score. But the key to their success will be depth and getting a number of players involved. They'd love to see 3 or 4 guys in double digits by the end of the game.
No question about it, and they're going to come out in the second half with that same game plan, and again, play pressure defense, attack Anoka, and again, finishing at the rim is really important. They'll continue to try and do that here in the second half.
Yeah, and the Tornadoes on the flip side have to feel pretty good going to the locker room only down by 3 after that game was starting to get out of reach. We'll see what their response is when we return.
Looking for a new home? Come to Coon Rapids. Down payment assistance is available from the Mortgage Assistance Foundation when you purchase your new home with an FHA 203K mortgage. Any single-family home in need of renovation or rehab can qualify. Find out more today. Call 763-767-6422 or visit the city's website.
We love our new home.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, and a fan base for the home team Cardinals just ready to erupt their squad with a 3-point lead as we get set to start the second half. They will have the first possession, but the trick is going to be who has the momentum in the last few minutes.
Yeah, we didn't unfortunately get a chance to talk to head coach Jeff Wall. I would have liked to have get his thoughts on what he talked to the guys about, the fact that they came back from that deficit and able to cut it to a 3-point lead at the break. Cardinals have to really come in and take control here in the second half.
Warner driving against Prouty, rolls it over the top. Tyrion, no way. There is no way that was ever. How is it double dribble? It never touched the floor.
Well, plus he had a hand knock it away. How can let's see it again? How can that be a double? I mean,
the ball never hit the floor, and he doesn't even hold. He's not even holding
it out of his hand. Unbelievable. We're homers.
Disagree. No, you know, like on the one against Prouty,
Yeah.
I didn't agree with it. I saw the replay, and it was the right call.
Yeah, but this was not the right call.
But that was not. No matter how many times you look at the replay. But back to action. Larson driving against Carver. And the question becomes, where was it? Who's the foul against? Because the whistle comes awful late.
They call it
It's going to go against Brandon Pratt. Oh, yeah,
he
there
pushed
it is.
from behind. A push from behind. That's a good call.
Yep. That's the right call,
that's
Pratt.
his third.
Pratt just trying to, you know, they know they want to keep Phipps off the board. Got to try and do it legally, however. Big steal on the inbound by Lawal. Johnson alone at the other end will lay it home.
Now, you know, again, starting out with a steal here, pressure defense on the inbound pass.
Good hands by Dial Lawal and a quick pass up court. Los to Larson. Phipps back out to Los on the wing. Larson to Phipps. Up top to Prouty. Prouty bounces inside, drops it off. Larson battles and scores.
Yeah, and Larson playing with those three personals.
Hennick Wanasamwe in for the first time for the Cardinals. Carver on the baseline, kicks it back up top. Lawal had to try and save it. It's a 2-on-1. Larson will score, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, turnovers. Those are clear, obviously the other way as well. And when they lead to points, it hurts a little bit more.
Up top is Tyrion Johnson, back right side for Dio Lawal. Wanasamwe. Gets the pick from Johnson, now hands it off to him on the right side, down low, Warner. Will roll it across the top, Wanasamwe the rebound, Warner goes to the floor for it, tied up by Prouty.
It's Anoka ball.
And it'll be Tornado basketball. Cardinal fans getting a little bit worked up about the
Winston
officiating.
Lawal out.
Ostendorf back to Prouty. Wanasamwe got a hand in and came away with it, but then coughed it up. Phipps has it to Los. Los floats it off the glass. Wouldn't fall. Tyrion Johnson gets it down court to Warner. His shot comes up short. Anoka the rebound. Los on the run. Out to Larson. Larson will take the 17-footer. It's short. And Tyrion Johnson has the rebound. Underneath to Carver. He can't get it to fall. Los. And the Tornadoes will slow down Ostendorf.
Well,
waiting for the offense to get up court.
Some of the things happened to the Cardinal that first matchup, getting looks underneath, not being able to convert, got to finish at the rim.
That is out of bounds, up and over off the missed three-pointer by Addison Ostendorf. But yeah, and it seemed forcing things a little bit early on in this second half. It's got to get things settled down, play their game. Warner stripped by Prouty. Wanasamwe battles to get it back. Carver saves it along the sideline. Johnson to Warner. A little miscommunication and a turnover. Back to Anoka. And a timeout for the Cardinals.
That's a good timeout for Coon Rapids to take. Either a little bit of sloppy play here. Some turnovers here early on in the second half, and that's something Coach Oda will not stand for. Do not turn the ball over.
Cardinal fan base getting into it.
Well, I know you like what you're seeing. If you like what you see on Facebook from CTM, please make sure you find us, like us. Because after all, we all just want to be liked.
Everyone likes Shapiro.
Well, I don't know about that.
Four out of 5 dentists agree.
Yeah. And the other one wasn't in the survey, so he wasn't around that day. So I got 4 for 4, really.
Tornadoes with possession, trailing by 1. A little less than 4 minutes into this second half. Warner tips that pass away into the Anoka bench. Trying to get it to Los in the corner. Los back up top to Prouty, steps around. Left side, Ostendorf. Larson up top. Puts it on the floor, back to Ostendorf. Thought about this shot, will bring it back and give it to Prouty. Prouty a little fake, back to Los. Larson down low, in traffic, dumps it underneath. And the basket for Phipps will put Anoka in front.
Well, the Cardinals did what they needed to do on defense. Unfortunately, the pass was tipped right underneath to Phipps. And of course, nobody there to challenge him.
Pass tipped away out of bounds. Coon Rapids will keep it. Carver over the top, trying to get it to Warner. Prouty able to get there and get the steal. Drives, basket, and the foul. And he'll go to the line to try and convert a three-point play.
Again, turnover leading to points. I know Coach Show called that timeout to talk just about that. And a nice job by Isaiah Prouty just to use his body to shield the defender, able to stay enough in control to get the basket and an opportunity for that three-point play, as you mentioned.
And he able to convert. 35-31, the lead for Anoka.
Anoka had that 6-0 lead early in the first half.
Carver turns and faces against Phipps. Prouty comes to defend, kicks it back out to Warner. Warner taking it up against Phipps and able to score over the top of the big man.
You know, he has 2 personals, so he has to obviously be a little careful.
Underneath, Larson had it stripped, battle on the floor, tied up, Cardinal ball.
A good fight for that loose ball on the court. Sam able to come up with it, and they weren't going to pry it out of his hands. He's going to make sure he got the tie up, knowing possession went to the team in red.
Marcel Winston high on the right side for the Cardinals. Up to the top of the key for Carver. Now left side for Johnson. Johnson defended by Larson. Directing the offense. Left side for Warner. Warner, baseline around Prouty. The block from behind, out of bounds. It'll stay with Coon Rapids. I'm assuming, since she's wearing the number 12, that was Mom. Was there to recover it and hand it right back to Lionel. Or maybe just a fan, I'm not sure.
Good guess, though, Joe.
I would assume, you know, when they're wearing the jersey. Little floater is good for Marcel Winston, and it's back to a tie game.
Yeah, you know, and the Cardinals need Winston's production off the bench, certainly point-wise. He's a scorer. He can score, and it's his first points of the game.
Los left alone and not able to get the roll to go. Cardinals come away with the rebound. Winston nearly traveled, but able to just let it go and get it to Tyrion Johnson. Long three-pointer for Warner won't go. Larson the rebound. The Cardinals need to be smart.
Yeah.
They can't panic.
Nope.
They need to play their game.
No reason to panic. We're tied here at this point in time, but they have to take smart shots.
Larson battling against Wanasamwe, can't get the shot to go. Winston gets the rebound. Johnson's shot won't fall. Wanasamwe got in.
No. I love it. The crowd goes crazy. Let's take a look at that again.
This went off a lot of different body parts. Phipps is battling.
Oh, it so went off Anoka.
It's off his shoulder, no question.
Oh, my gosh.
Referee right there comes up with the call. He was very animated about the call.
Yes, he was.
But again,
Hey,
we're back to you can't argue with the guys.
You
in stripes.
can't. Officials are human too.
It's just interesting in that situation how certain and animated he was in his call. But
no, and I know. And when
when you're an official, you make the call and you got to stick with it.
No question about it.
Or you ask for assistance. Either way, it's Anoka basketball, and it's a 35-all tie, 11-12 to play.
Obviously, plenty of time. $11-12 left in the contest. Knotted up at 35.
Tornadoes were able to pass through the defense, but then a pass back. That's a travel by Tyrion. No, they're going to call it a foul. On the floor before the shot.
Taking a look again.
Well, there is definitely a foul there.
And it's definitely a travel, I think.
There is definitely a travel, but the foul came first.
First, absolutely.
I agree with the official this time.
Yep.
I thought the call was going to be traveling.
I thought so as well.
The contract was that blatant. The jumper is good for Marcel Winston. Coon Rapids back in front.
The three. Oh.
And a steal by Wanasamwe. Tyrion back to Wanasamwe. And apparently a clean block by Prouty. Cardinal faithful and coaching staff disagree. But that's not going to change it. The wall in the lane to get the steal. And ball back for the Cardinals. Wanasamwe drops it off. Tyrion is fouled. He will go to the line and shoot two.
Call that a Ostendorf, I believe.
Correct.
Yep. That's his second, team second.
First one's just long. Did I miss a point? How did the Cardinals get 38?
They had a three. That was a three from Winston.
Winston was a three?
Yep.
I thought that was a long two.
No, that was a three.
Well, unfortunately.
Missed them both.
Tyrion misses them both. Warner got a hand in and felt that it went off Larson, but that's not the call.
Nope.
Ostendorf driving, stripped away by Wanasamwe, recovered by Phipps. Larson up top, quick passing, Prouty backdoor, blocked away, and recovered by Winston. Winston running, length of the floor, and gets it to fall. He's got the last 7 of the game.
I'm not sure he got that one to fall. There's a
travel and a turnover back to the Cardinals. And the fan base for the home squad starting to get back into the ball game. 9:30 remaining in regulation. Johnson kicks it back out. Wanasamwe to the wall. Thought about this shot. Will now put it on the floor and back away from Josh Larson. Tyrion driving.
Oh, that's on. Yeah.
And it's going to be an offensive foul taken by Addison Ostendorf.
Yeah, that's Tyrion's first, team third.
Larson for three. It's short. Bounces around. The rebound by Phipps. Turns. Can't get it to fall. Got another chance. Nearly stripped, and then it was by Wanasamwe, but they're going to call him for a foul.
Again, good action underneath the basket.
Oh, and they're going to call it a shooting foul.
How's that a shooting foul?
And the first one is hard off the back iron. I'm not sure.
Let's take a look at it again.
Was he trying to go back up? You called the foul?
No. How is that a shooting foul?
I'm not even sure how you call it a foul. It looks like to me like he had a lot of ball, but I thought, yeah, wherever they decided. But Phipps hits 1 and 2.
Oh. Oh, nice job by Phipps, pinned it against the backboard.
And the Tornadoes back on offense. Larson out to Prouty. Right side, Ostendorf steps in. The 17-footer is good. It's a 2-point game. Into the corner, the wall for three. That's short. The rebound by Los, and Ostendorf will bring it up court for Anoka.
Dial yet to get on the scoreboard. He's missed a couple of opportunities.
Three-pointer is short for Los. The rebound by Warner. He wants to run. Slow down and give it up to Tyrion Johnson up top. Johnson can't get it to fall. Rebound tip controlled by Ostendorf, and now Los to the front court for Anoka. Backs into the corner. Will take a long two. That won't fall. Johnson has the rebound to Marcel Winston. Johnson instead will take the three and almost got the roll. Winston, the rebound on the backside, puts it home.
That was a big play by Marcel, just able to stay with that mid. He muscled it up and in.
He's got the last 9 for Coon Rapids.
Cardinals by 4. A little over 7 minutes remaining.
And the turnover in the corner will give Coon Rapids the ball back. 7:02 to play.
Pratt back into the ball game with 3 personals.
Sam Carver back on the floor as well. Hey, you get 5 fouls for a reason, you might as well use them.
Yeah.
Tried to go over the top and a little too much on that pass. Looking for Warner underneath. Larson will turn and fire a three that won't fall. Johnson the rebound, pushes it ahead. Pratt behind the defense. And that's another clean block by Isaiah Prouty.
Yeah, crowd thinking it was a little bit too much, but that was definitely clean. Had all ball and good hustle by Prouty. Looked like Pratt was going to go in for that layup. Watch Prouty come into your picture. All ball.
Might have gotten a little bit of arm after the ball, but even with my earphones on, I could hear the slap of the ball. Backdoor feed, and Warner scores. Great look from Carver.
Yeah, Carver does a nice job with the assist. And you use that athleticism, Warner heading to the basket. He has 16.
Long pass taken away by Brandon Pratt. This time he'll be fouled by Prouty and will go to the line to shoot 2.
He kind of goes up. He kind of goes up with some intent.
You know, for a guy that's his size, I think he's only 5'9".
Yep.
He gets some serious ups. He's a really nice athlete, and he has really good body control as well. But that time, the ball, well defended on the outside of the body by Brandon Pratt, and he got the body foul. But yeah, Isaiah Prouty, we talked about him a lot during the first game we did between these two teams. A lot of fun, a good player, fun to watch.
Yep, no question.
Very intense, hard competitor, all the things you want from a player on your team.
6'11".
Of course, he's got a little bit more of the hockey hair flow going, but it is state tournament time for hockey.
There's no question. And you're missing it. You'd rather be here.
I would, actually.
No question.
Although a good contest going on right now. Wayzata Eden Prairie.
Yep.
In the quarterfinals.
So St. Thomas Academy was upset today.
They were indeed. All the private schools getting dumped. Hill Murray's out.
Yep.
And of course, the section representative from the Cardinals section, Maple Grove, will play the nightcap tonight.
Yep.
First round matchup is the number 4 seed in the state tournament. They have number 5 Grand Rapids. That should be
You'll get to see that.
Quite a contest, and I plan to watch a bit.
Four team fouls on Anoka. That's the second on Prouty. Opportunity for Pratt from the line. See if he can extend this lead.
Lead is 6 for Coon Rapids right now with just over 6 minutes remaining. To get the shooter's roll on the second to increase the lead to 8. Cardinals with some full court pressure, and the Tornadoes have done a nice job passing through the defense. That pass a little bit behind Phipps, and it's turned over. Winston will slow down, dribbling against Ostendorf. Johnson at the top of the key now.
And this is the point in the ballgame. Just you're smart. You look for that. You look for that opportunity. You certainly don't have a problem taking time off the clock with the 8-point lead.
Warner, a nice little fake to get Prouty off the ground and turns back the other way to score. The Cardinals with an 8-0 run have pushed that lead back to 10. And a foul is going to be called on Warner. Warner says, "Don't worry, coach, I'm all right." That's number 3, but you get into a game this intense and this important.
He's not coming out.
You certainly will always want the guy that argues to stay on the floor.
Yeah.
Phipps had a wide open look. All he had to do was turn around, and he had that rim right there. Instead, kicked it out to Larson, who missed the 3.
Larson's a good 3-point shooter, and he was alone on the wing, and they felt that they had the opportunity to hit the 3. But I think you always take the 2.
You turn around and you take that easy 2. Winston looking for another 3. Won't fall. Larson the rebound.
I totally agree, but I
don't think he understood that he was wide open behind him.
That's the thing, because he's been pressured all night underneath, and he had his back to the basket.
Phipps low, back out. Larson now up top to Prouty. Phipps in the post, back out. Ostendorf spins to the lane, and that went out off of the Cardinals.
Yep.
Nearly a turnover as the pass didn't click.
Went off a foot.
But it went off the foot, I believe, of Brandon Pratt.
Yep.
Inbound to Ostendorf, quick three, won't fall. The rebound by Carver. And Johnson will bring it up court for the Cardinals. 4:20 remaining. Lionel Warner on the left side, guarded by Los, puts it on the floor. Winston backs away from Prouty. Nice dish. Johnson can't finish. Larson comes away with it for the Tornadoes. Leaves it off for Los to the paint. Ostendorf is fouled and will go to the line to shoot two.
Coach O didn't like that. He was not happy with that call. Call timeout, 10-point lead. 4 minutes, 3:59 to be exact. We'll see it again. There's the dish underneath, the drive to the basket. I can't argue too much.
Well,
there was a little contact, but he did go straight up.
Did appear as if he may have. But you know why it's a foul? Because the referee said it was.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, what are you going to pull out from underneath your hat? I'm thinking, wait, this has got to be a trick question. You're trying to fool the old man.
I'm trying to get back to my zen and allow the referee's decisions to
back to your
just
center.
Hey, as you mentioned earlier, referees are also human.
Yes, they are.
I don't think that was a terrible call.
No, I don't. Like I said, I didn't have a problem with it.
I think Coach O's response more was to the fact that they put themselves in a position to not be ready for it and needing to foul. But this, this is where they were the first time we saw these two meet. 10-point lead in the second half. And Anoka got the momentum down the stretch and was able to come away with the win. Now, I think they had that lead a little bit earlier in the second half in that contest. Sammy's got some fans.
Yeah.
I like it.
How can you not love Sam Carver?
Ostendorf at the line to shoot a couple. He hits the first.
Anoka just needs to get this lead under double digits, obviously.
Well, they've done that.
And they just did that.
They just did. And he's able to hit them both. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Marcel Winston on the left side. Up top for Warner, right side for Brandon Pratt. Puts it on the floor, gets around Ostendorf. The foul's going to go against Phipps.
That's his third.
Pratt is going to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, I like the move by Pratt. Just take advantage of the opportunity, go after the big guy, but use your speed to gain the edge.
Pratt able to hit the first. And a pair puts him back up by 10. Prouty backs away as the double team starts encroaching, and there they are again. Able to split between Warner and Johnson. Ran into Winston, backed away, kicks it out. Los's pass just out of the fingertip reach of Johnson. The three-pointer by Larson won't fall.
Anoka.
Prouty there to challenge as Warner was coming down with that rebound. Inbound goes to Larson. Larson steps up, down low. Foul on Pratt. That'll be his fourth, and it'll put Phipps at the line to shoot two.
He's looking for the other official to overrule.
Was he asking for the other official, or is he?
No, he looked right at the other official.
No, it wasn't me. It was Sam.
Yeah.
Sam's only got one foul.
Exactly.
It was
Give it to Sam.
Phipps able to hit the first.
Pratt will take a seat on the bench. Rask coming back in for Coon Rapids. And that first
and able to hit them both.
In that first game that Anoka won, Isaiah Prouty was the leading scorer.
And the Cardinals, a little miscommunication, a quick turnover. And this is the kind of thing I was talking about. Don't panic. Don't.
No, there's no reason to panic.
Especially when you're up by 8. But you've got to be able to close it out down the stretch.
And still plenty of time left for Anoka as well, even though they're down by 8.
Correct.
A little over 3 minutes.
Inbound to Larson. Was deflected. Warner couldn't get it. Rask gets it back to him. Warner takes it in. And how is that not a foul?
Contact? Where's the contact?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I mean, if Carver's was a foul, and I didn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
If that was a foul, how was that one not foul number 4 on Phipps? Do you know how it wasn't?
Because the refs didn't call it.
Exactamundo.
I got you. I follow you.
Zen. Husa.
Oh.
Correct. Cardinals working it around. Johnson driving baseline, trying to hand off to Winston. It's taken away by Los. Prouty down low. Phipps battling and scoring off the glass.
Anoka with a timeout, down by 6, 2:22 remaining. That's 16 points for Phipps, right where his average is against Coon Rapids. We talked about it in the opening of the show. He's averaging about 10 points a game. Against Coon Rapids, he's averaging 16. The eye of the tiger, that's what the Cardinals need, the eye of the tiger.
Well, and we've seen that ability kind of wax and wane from this ball club this season. Early on, they certainly had the ability to close out down the stretch. They were winning a lot of those close games. And then through the month of January, they had a real tough time finishing. And we're losing those close games. Now is the time of year. It's win or go home.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that young man needs to come out of his shell, I think.
Yeah, a little bit too reserved.
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of like, look at Red. He's into it.
Hard not to be.
Yeah.
Got a good ball game
You go,
going.
Red.
.142 seconds remain in regulation. It's just a 6-point game, and Anoka has the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you talked about it. Just, don't let the pressure get to you. Easier said than done for us. We're sitting up here just being a spectator. But the fact that you've got that lead with 2:22 remaining. Now, Cardinals have the basketball.
Cardinal fans want the foul. A couple of slaps there. Lawal tried to dunk and he bricked it. Got to drop it in.
Got to drop it in. You don't need to showboat for anybody. He's a heck of an athlete, no question about it. But you got the open two. You got to make it count.
Nice behind the back dribble, a drop off. Larson kicks it out. Ostendorf for 3. It's good.
3-point lead now for the Cardinals.
Pratt working against Ostendorf. In some trouble, a big steal for Larson. Larson will send it home, and it's a 1-point game.
Cardinals calling a timeout, and Anoka has life.
And they've got the momentum, and that's something that's hard to stop, especially in a playoff game. They've scored the last 9 to get back within 1. Yeah, he's very shy.
Yeah, he's shy.
Camera shy, especially.
Yeah, play for the camera. It's all yours. The stage is yours, young man.
He's got Shapiro-like moves.
I wish I had those kind of moves.
So the Cardinals clinging to the 1-point lead. Momentum has swung in favor of the lower seeded Tornadoes. And the Cardinals need to convert. That pass was kicked away by Ostendorf. So it'll be Coon Rapids basketball still. He had Brandon Pratt alone behind him. If Warner's able to get that pass through, it should be an easy 2, but.
Should be. That's Prouty.
Be number 3 on him. Just number 5 on the Tornadoes.
Yeah, a reverse of that first half.
So great position really for the team trailing late in the game to be, have a couple of fouls to get. Inbound goes to Warner, stripped away, saved by the Tornadoes. Prouty waits for traffic to clear, and Anoka has an opportunity with this possession to take the lead. As we tick down toward the final minute of play in regulation, Prouty working against Pratt, right side for Los. Prouty on the left.
You can't give him an open look for 3.
And that pass too high on a play, turned over back to the Cardinals.
That's a tough turnover for Anoka. Down by a point with the basketball, and as you mentioned, the momentum in their corner, able to cut into that lead.
Inbound goes to Lawal. Right side for Warner. Carver to Warner near midcourt. Puts it on the floor. Gets around Prouty. Kicks it out to Pratt in the corner. He'll bring it back up top. Pratt is fouled, and that's going to be number 4 on Phipps.
And now you talk about important free throws, and Pratt has been pretty good from the line tonight. Oh, that's right. It's not the. I got one more. My bad. Wishful thinking on my part.
And the Cardinals will take time out. 34 seconds remain. Now, do you go in and try and get it to the basket for a good look, or do you sit back and try and wait for that foul? Because at some point, Anoka has to foul.
They have to foul. The most important thing that you have to do is obviously not turn the ball over, and you have to play smart basketball, as you've been talking about all game. If you have that look, I think you need to take it. I think otherwise, with 34 seconds left, you could hold the ball obviously, but you don't want, again, you just don't want to turn the ball over. So just smart basketball. I think if they have the opening, they'll take it. Otherwise, I think they'll move the ball around the perimeter.
No shot clock in high school basketball. Nope. Although I would love to see it instituted.
Yeah. Shades of that game we did with Blaine years ago.
I was just going to say, most of the times it wouldn't really come into play.
No, but that night it did.
That night it most definitely did. Oh, somebody's jumped in on the young man's stage.
And he's trying to get him, hey, it's my stage. This is my floor. Hey, now that young man has a lot of energy. I tried that once, but it wasn't. It was not on purpose. It was by accident. Of course, Brandon Rickard, he could bring out the youngster in anybody's age, no matter how old you are. He could be old like me, and he brings the youngster out in me.
34.4 remaining. Coon Rapids leading by 1. Inbound goes to Johnson. Johnson on the floor, watched by Ostendorf. Into the corner for Warner. Warner will bring it back up top to Pratt. Pratt is fouled, and he will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. The foul is going to be called on Los. 26 seconds remain.
No pressure, just like you do it in practice.
Biggest free throws of the season for Brandon Pratt. And he's not able to hit the front one. Tied up, ball on the floor. Johnson kicks it out. Pratt has it, and now Lawal on the right side. And they're not going to get it. They are going to get the foul. It's going to go against Phipps, and he's going to be done. And it's going to put the Cardinals back at the line.
Well, you know.
No, they're going to give it to Larson. I thought they were going to call it on Phipps. They were
Larson,
both over there.
Fourth,
so that's his fourth.
At this point, with 17 ticks left on the clock, you don't bring anybody out of the ball game.
Lawal hits the first and earns number 2. Second one won't fall. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Anoka ball. Warner in there looking for the rebound. They say it was last touched by him. So a 2-point game. Anoka one chance to tie or to take a lead with a 3-pointer. Larson for 3. It's good. Cardinals trail, final 5 seconds, 2-1. Carver at the buzzer, he scores, and the Cardinals win. A 3-pointer at the buzzer for Sam Carver, and the fans are on the floor. The Cardinals are going to the semifinal.
Oh my God, what a way for this game to finish. It's amazing. The fans are on the floor. Sam Carver with a desperation 3 from way outside, knowing that's the only opportunity. Hits that long shot at the buzzer. 54-52.
Unbelievable finish to this basketball game. And the home fans are happy because their team is moving on, their first section win in 7 seasons.
Oh, wow. You know, Cardinals had a couple of leads, had the lead, nice size, a 10-point lead in the first half. Anoka cutting into that. And again, a 10-point lead in the second half. Give credit to Anoka. They didn't give up. They fought back.
Wow.
Let's take another look at that. Larson with a huge 3 from the top of the arc.
And I thought the Cardinals were taking too much time as they came back down the floor. 3-pointer, there's about 7.5 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, and I was ahead. Because that came at the buzzer, and the fans erupt, and what a way to finish this basketball game.
Wow.
Woo!
That was amazing.
Buckle up, baby. That was fun. And we are headed to section semis next Wednesday. We're going to take a break and get some reaction after this. Yikes. You're watching.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. We're watching CTN's presentation of boys basketball section playoffs. Coon Rapids victorious 54-52. I'm here with 2 of the stars of the game, Lionel Warner to my left, Sam Carver to my right. Sam, I'm going to talk to you first. Just another day in the gym for you, a 3-pointer, desperation 3. You hit it at the buzzer. Your thoughts?
Well, to be honest, I didn't even see it go in. We've been in these situations a lot this year, and we all know how to sort of play these ones out, so it's nice to get one in the playoffs, I guess.
You and I have talked all year about, I want to be able to get a little TV time. No better time to do it than right now.
It's about time I get some TV time. It's been 4 years. It was a lot of fun today.
Congrats, Sam. This is a big win for you. You're going on to play Wednesday night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lionel Warner, 18 points. Contributions from all the guys. There was a part in the second half where the big guy, Sam, fed you breaking to the basket. It's just, you guys work so well together as a team.
Yeah, that's just our senior connection. We've been working hard for 4 years. we've been going up to St. Francis the last 3 years and got destroyed all three times. This is about time we got a playoff win. We work hard for this. This is what, but it's a couple more games to go, and we're going to get it done.
You guys had a 10-point lead in the second half. They cut into that. Coach took a timeout. What did he tell you guys?
Oh, I don't think I can use that language, Howie, but he said,
clean it up for me.
Yeah, he basically said that we got to just straighten things up because we were getting dumb turnovers. We weren't finishing at the rim. We were acting scared of Phipps, just attacking better and actually going to the rim with confidence.
Thanks, Lionel. Good luck on Wednesday. We're going to take a quick break. Be back with Coach O right after this.
Green hat, red hat, oops. Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
You're watching CTN's presentation of boys high school section playoff basketball. 54-52, Coon Rapids victorious. I'm here with Cardinal head coach Micah Gork. And Coach, are you a little excited?
Yeah, holy gosh. I got to watch my language. No, it's unbelievable. Words don't describe this moment. This sort of seems surreal right now. Very excited. We're moving on. And, I couldn't ask at the end of the game, right? If anyone's going to make the shot, I think of a kid that's been playing with us since freshman year. One of the things we talked about is we're going to change what Coon Rapids basketball is. We're going to change what people think about this program. We're going to do things that this program hasn't done in a while. And dang it all, this guy hits a shot to send us to the section semifinals. Unbelievable.
We talked after the break in the first half. We talked about you guys had a 10-point lead. They were able to come back. Same thing in the second half, 10-point lead. What do you talk to your guys about? Just keeping under control and playing with the lead. And again, I know you didn't draw it up that way, but a 3-point at the buzzer to win this game.
Well, whatever I said didn't work because we blew the lead. No, it's just one of those things, there's no magic formula. When you get here, even the late game, we've been in a lot of late game scenarios, so we have confidence in it. But there's no magic formula for the playoffs. It's just you got to execute, plain and simple. You got to execute. And we knew with Anoka, just like our games earlier, we likened it to a heavyweight fight. I mean, we're going to throw some punches and they're going to counter. They're going to throw punches and we're going to counter. It's been like that all 3 games. There's no surprise that the third game here came down to this.
You got a little time to prepare for the next game next on Wednesday. What are your thoughts coming up in that game?
Well, I just heard we have Andover. And so it's hard to shift gears, but we will. They have a heck of a player in Logan Rizak, set a school record, 1,000 points. I mean, I think they built a statue on the way out when we last played them. So we know that they're ready. They just upset Blaine, and we had 2 rough and tumble games with them too, and we know that it ain't going to be easy. So we'll get them ready, and we'll be ready Wednesday night up in North Branch, and we'll be ready to party.
Excellent. I'm very happy for you and the guys. We're going to take a quick break and be back with stats and highlights right after this.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, and the team has not left the floor yet, and why would they? They're going to revel in this. This was their final time on the home floor, neutral site for semifinal and final action should they make it that far. And as we discovered talking to Coach O, a big upset by Andover over number 2 Blaine means Coon Rapids will be the high seed in that semifinal.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun, and we haven't experienced anything like this around here in a while, and just the excitement in the building, and just the ability to came up to Sam Carver, gave him a big hug, and he's worked so hard since his freshman year, and to hit that winning shot, I just love that.
Yeah, and like Coach O said, if anybody was going to hit a big shot like that, why not the guy who's been working hard and has been with the team since his freshman year, and he hits it. After having it really only had 4 points to that point in the game. He had a slow start to the season, but has really come on strong at the end, and just a great way for the finish. And you talk about the raw emotion that this win, and especially the way this win happened. You talk about the fans from the other side, the student section all swarmed the floor and were congratulating the players and hugging them. And as you were making your way down there to talk with Sam and Lionel and Coach O, I was looking around, and up here in the parents section, there were tears in a lot of people's eyes. Dads, moms, grandmas, grandpas all came here, and it's been so long to see them achieve this type of success, not only throughout the season, but to find a win like this in the playoffs, when in years past, had they lost a 10-point lead in the second half, they might not have been able to come back. They would have crumbled and saw that one slip away. But here they didn't. They got that ball with just 5-6 seconds left, got it up the floor, and I'm starting to count down 3, 2. I was thinking they didn't have time. They get it over to Carver. He just turns around, shoots, didn't even see the ball go in. But it hit the bottom of the net, and it sends the Cardinals to the semifinals. Yeah,
no question about it. And just the emotion and this community too. It's just great to see.
Well, and it was such a roller coaster ride as it has been each time, as Coach O talked about at halftime. Each time they faced the Tornadoes, it's been a roller coaster. It's been, a game of runs, and it was the same in the first half. It was the same again in the second half. Cardinals get up by 10. Anoka comes back. Cardinals get up by 10. Anoka comes back. Anoka came back and gets the lead there with 7 seconds left on this three-pointer right here by Larson. The Anoka fans, you see them jumping all over. They're getting all excited, but hold the phone. Final second, Carver hits it, and the place erupts. And how much fun was that?
Yeah, it was great. I get goosebumps just watching it over again, and it's just so exciting for this school, the kids, the coaching staff, the community to get this kind of win, to be able to move forward. 13 wins now on the season, and it's been a fun ride, and we're not ready to get off this ride yet.
Well, and we've had a couple of these really dramatic last-second games that we've been able to televise this year, which is a lot of fun. But I think I actually sprained something, I don't know, my back or something, as I was so excited that basket went in. I'll be honest, when I saw Larson hit that three and looked up and saw that clock at 7 clicking down to 6 as they're inbounding it with 5 seconds, I'm thinking they had this game and they let it get away from them. And then Sam Carver hits it, and I was thinking they were taking too long to get to the shot. And then Carver hits it, and that's all the time they needed.
Well, first and foremost, I've got the physical therapy coming over for you as soon as we're off air.
We've got a trainer in the building.
We've got a trainer in the building that's going to come take care of you, because you got to be in game shape for next Wednesday.
So excited to be able to have at least one more game to do, and there's a look at it. We don't know what's happening on the top half of the bracket, but we do know that Andover came up with a big upset, the number 7 seed, beating Blaine. Coon Rapids, obviously a dramatic 2-point win over Anoka. And hats off to the Tornadoes. They certainly didn't fold. They were down 10 with about 4 or 5 minutes left.
Right.
5.5 minutes left. They were down by 10. And they started the comeback, and they were able to come all the way back. And really, they had that win until Carver hits the bucket.
Just amazing, and I couldn't be happier for these guys and the coaching staff. It's a lot of fun. It's been a great game. We're looking forward to another one on Wednesday.
Absolutely. We will be there. We're taking the show on the road to North Branch, and we will continue to follow the team as far as they go, or as far as we are allowed at least. It means we're going to do Sports Night on Tuesday next week. It'll be a short show, but 15 minutes of all boys basketball. That's all we have to talk about, and we've got plenty to talk about.
We could make it an hour show if we want to just talk about basketball.
So that's all we got to talk about, but we'll do a short show and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about, obviously, the highlights from tonight's game. We'll talk about also the upcoming matchup, the previous matchups with Andover, and we'll get you prepped for the section semifinal. Looking forward to it. Cardinals moving on, 54-52 the final. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the one and only Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.